here is the big thing that Bungie has swung and missed on with this update. What's up guys, Sax here. Today Bungie has released an absolute banger of a TWID. We're talking about the epic raid. We're talking about a massive suite of changes that are coming to the portal with Ash and Iron just in a couple weeks, and then something called the Monuments to Season Pass, which is making the Destiny 2 Wayback Machine basically irrelevant and giving us a much requested item acquisition pass. So let's talk about it real quick. The Desert Perpetual epic raid will launch on September 20th with a 48-hour contest mode period. Contest mode starts on September 20th at reset, be up for 48 hours. Gonna be doing just another race there for the epic mode. The epic mode, what is the epic mode? The epic mode is going to be expanding upon the original Desert Perpetual. It is layered on top of it, meaning they've changed some of the mechanics for each encounter to test the coordination of your fire team. So I like to think of this as kind of like the Pantheon changes that we received during Pantheon to some of the encounters that we knew. And so they're taking it and they're twisting it. So it's gonna be really interesting. And so I was in my head thinking, well, how are they going to make contest mode difficult for teams that already know, even if they just have to adjust little things? Well, they came down here. We're getting a Not Swap update. So Not Swap will be released with the epic raid to keep success in encounters focused on action gameplay and keep a level playing field across all platforms. So this is saying like the PC players and the console players, they want to balance that out. Listen to what they're doing to Not Swap for the new epic raid. Modifier will now reset your super and ability energy, as well as remove all ammo and orbs off the ground when you change exotic or legendary armor or weapon ammo types. So basically the same way you would trigger Not Swap before, but now we'll drain everything as well as grab those items off the ground and rip them out of the game. The epic raid has been tuned around this modifier. So that tells me they probably lowered the difficulty of the bosses because they're trying to keep people out of their menus. And they said, really? So you guys complained with the last raid that we had you in there and you had to do so much menu gameplay. So like, don't touch your damn menus. You stay in the game, let's lock in. So featured gear and seasonal mods will also be active during the epic raid. I don't know what they're going to do with this temporal blast mod that's going crazy right now. They also said that they can't share the list of banned items quite yet. I think they're tweaking some things. I would expect that that's going to be showing on there, but the bonus that you get, like the extra damage resistance and the extra weapon damage provided, is going to be active. So when you're crafting, if you're going for contest mode, make sure you kind of play around there. And then they throw out this section here, integrity of the challenge. This is a huge FU to any cheaters, anyone who would want to. They said that they're going to go through, it says, our security team will be watching closely, analyzing every single encounter clear. They're going to be analyzing everyone to find any player that's breaking the TOS. So guys, it's insane. They have some raid reward changes that are coming here. Basically, they're going to give us opportunities by doing the full raid to get extra pieces of gear. They're going to give us extra weekly challenges, which will give us extra pieces of gear as well. And then what they're going to do is they're going to allow us to have the addition to earn gear that's +2 base tier above our base tier. So meaning if you're at a tier 3, you can technically earn up to tier 5. So when you add feats to your runs, that will increase your chances for this. Finally, they're going to allow us to attune to certain pieces of gear inside of the raid. Once you complete the map and compass quest, which is what gives you the shader, and then you complete the epic raid as well, you'll be able to attune to different pieces of gear that you're looking for. Moving forward, talk about the portal updates. There is so much in here. But guys, I'm not going to break down all of it right now. Here's what you need to know. Bungie is listening. They hear what's going on. They've talked about the fact that they understand Fireteam Ops is basically irrelevant. And so they're giving us ways. They're going to increase score multipliers for getting all the kills. They're going to loosen up the time requirements for different things. They're moving some pieces around. They're going to be dropping reward tiers, or how many rewards drop from different activities. They're bringing with Ash and Iron the ultimate difficulty. They're giving us the ability to reach a platinum and diamond ranks. And when you reach these higher ranks, you'll start earlier and often getting tier 5 loot. So guys, if you want to see this, I'm kind of scrolling through here. You can pause, but realistically what you need to know is as you are climbing that 450 to 550 mark, you're going to have an abundance of tier 5 loot. And this is good for me because I just hit that 400 mark, right? Like I'm just between 400 and 401. I'm basically done leveling until Ash and Iron comes out because I'm going to be able to get to 450 super super easy. They said that they're basically breaking it down. You can get to 450 any way you want to through the portal. And then after that mark, you'll have to get the prime engrams to get up from there. They said that they're also increasing the amount of primes that can drop. Being right now, they can only drop at the very end of an activity. They said that they're going to change it to, if you have a bonus, let's say you have like 3 additional drops that can happen with an activity, they're going to let those 3 additional drops be included in your chances to get primes. So if it takes 13 drops to get prime engrams to drop right now, but you have 4 potential drops on this, you could get that down, right? You can chop away at that 13, bring it down to technically 9 activity clears. So going through here, they're talking about different time adjustments, restrictions. You know, they say here for time adjustments, a 35-minute Starcross timer is insane. Even an 8-minute Caldera timer is insane. So they're going to bring those down. They drop a bunch of things on here and just data dump on us. And I think this is great. This is great communication from Bungie saying, hey guys, we have a full team dedicated to the portal and we are working on it. You guys are playing it. And guys, I don't know about you, my community has been ravenous for the game. We have been playing so aggressively and we have grown by so many people. Our Discord and my channel subscribers have just continued to grow up because we're enjoying the game. No, the grind's not perfect, but we have a reason to play. Most of the time we get this far out, we're a little over a month out from when the game released. There are people who have already maxed it out, gotten everything from the raid, every pattern from every weapon in the raid, whatever they're doing, they're just doing whatever. Guys, we finally have a reason to grind in Destiny again. Whether you like the grind or not, you don't have to necessarily engage it, but you can if you want to. And so I love that. Some of our top players, they are still not 450 and they've been going crazy. So yeah, talking about the prime engrams like we just talked about, you'll have to go back to Rahool actually. They said right now, the prime engrams, they kind of just at times they'll fall in the mix with everything else. And there's been, I guess, some people that maybe have decrypted them or dismantled them, things of that sort. They're going to drop on your character and you'll actually have to go back to Master Rahool just like you did in Destiny 1 to decrypt them. They're bringing new activities with Ash and Iron. They're bringing some sort of new activity type, which has been redacted. They're bringing 2 more Battlegrounds, 3 new strikes. Behemoth and Encore are the Battlegrounds. Hypernet Current, Insight Terminus, Fallen Saber are the strikes. And then 3 expeditions from Season of Plunder. So they're really reaching back and pulling some of these activities. So we're getting the Nessus, Cosmodrome, and Europa expeditions from Season of Plunder. And then finally, they're bringing in Tomb of Elders. They're going to be shifting around some of the bonus focus missions. Here is the big thing that Bungie has swung and missed on with this update. And I think it's because it is tied in with the Nether so much, but they are not bringing the derealized mission in the back half of Season of Reclamation. So with Ash and Iron, they are bringing what are known as 3 dungeon layers, which they're going to give more information on in a future TWID. We don't know what that is right now. Could be individual dungeon encounters, could be a mixture of encounters from different dungeons. We don't know. And 2 exotic missions are coming to the Pinnacle Ops playlist, Presage and Avalon. Presage brings Dead Man's Tale and Avalon is the Vexcalibur mission. And so those will be brought in, but I am severely disappointed. And my community is going to be severely disappointed that the derealized mission is not being added to the Pinnacle Ops activities. Conquest, they're giving 4 additional GM Conquests, 2 Ultimate Conquests. The GMs will be responsible for giving you the Conqueror title, but the Ultimate Conquests are needed to reach Guardian rank 11. And then future changes, they have all sorts of things to the portal coming. So guys, we talked about the portal a lot. Let's talk now about getting rewards from past seasons. So you guys know I love the Destiny 2 Wayback Machine. You can go in, it's a extension you can have on your browser that'll let you go in and pull. But Bungie said, you know what? That's a great feature. There's no reason we shouldn't have that in the game. They're giving us an ability. It'll be in the tower next to the Monument of Lost Lights. You'll be able to visit the Monument to Seasons Past, aka the Seasonal Archive. It's the home of archived passes, meaning that you can access all the old season passes and you can pull rewards from them. Now, what's interesting is if you played at the time, let's say you played during episode Heresy, but you did not buy the seasonal pass at that time, you gained rewards over the time, okay? You got to level 50, but you never bought anything, right? Like you never bought, so you only got the free pass. Bungie has that historical data, and they say that if you go in here and you buy for the discounted cost of 600 silver, so that's $6 essentially, you will get the entire pass and you'll get any rewards that you had acquired back then, meaning 1 through 50, you would get those rewards back. This is if you did not purchase a pass while it was active, it can be acquired for 600 silver. However, if you purchased an item from one of the Eververse flashback sales, the corresponding archived pass can be unlocked at no additional cost. Meaning, if you liked a cosmetic from episode Heresy, you didn't buy episode Heresy at the time, but let's say in the future you said, oh, that was cool, and you went and bought that, that would retroactively. So instead of having to spend a little bit of money on it and then spend money again to get the rest of it, Bungie says, you know what, that one purchase was enough. Here are all the rewards for it. Here's what we absolutely have to talk about. Along with the archive passes, the seasonal archive introduces Chronologs, a new currency that can be presently spent to acquire the archive's items. Starting with the Ash and Iron rewards pass, Chronologs are earned from the active rewards pass and are distributed across both the free and paid tracks. Additionally, any newly purchased archive pass will include 500 Chronologs, enough to claim a handful of items from your new pass. So here's what they're doing. They understand that you're gonna unlock these rewards, or you have rewards from these old passes that you want. For some reason, they seem like they can't apply current season XP to the old passes. So they're giving you a method to use current season XP and apply them to the old rewards for your old passes. However, for players like myself who played all of those seasons, I unlocked every single reward. They're giving us an option to spend the Chronologs on various evergreen materials, crafting materials, but here's the big thing. They're allowing us to buy deep sight harmonizers and synth weave templates. So we'll be able to do more transmog. And for those of you who are in desperate need, that you've been playing, but you just haven't got all your crafted weapons, you will finally be able to gain access to the deep sight harmonizers that you're missing. So you can pick up, if you don't know what deep sight harmonizer is, it's a item that you can apply to a weapon that is a craftable weapon. So let's say you get an Apex Predator from the Last Wish raid. You want to unlock the pattern. You only need one more crafted version, but you've not had that drop. You take a deep sight harmonizer, apply it to the Apex, and you can essentially at that point extract the pattern from it as if you had gotten a red border Apex Predator. Pull that out, and that will allow you to have the pattern 5 of 5. You'll be able to craft it. So guys, we've been in desperate need of a path to get these deep sight harmonizers. I had said earlier in the season, answering some questions, I believe they would give us a path for it. This is what they're doing. So guys, I hope this was helpful for you. This was a huge TWID. I don't anticipate doing these recaps all the time, but if you appreciate this, you enjoy this, let me know. I'll try to read through it for you and then break it down for you. And until next time, be blessed, y'all.